These mods are gonna blow your socks off, let me just tell you. So we first are gonna discuss about... Oh my, why did I delete that? So first we're gonna discuss more weapon variants and more stick variants. Honestly, this mod is just all about customization. If I just look up stick here, we've got a bunch of various sticks. I mean, it's the name of the mod, right? More variant sticks. But if we get like a jungle one, a warped one, now let's say we want a stone sword, and we go in our inventory, and what we can do is go pale garden stick. We can transform it back to a regular oak one, but we can also make a pale oak diamond sword, or swap that out. Maybe we want it more fully blue, warped diamond sword. So you could tell the stick changes. That's fire. Jungle sword, warped sword. We got warped deep slate sword, so it's even different between regular stone and deep slate. You can see the difference in game as well. So unfortunately, it doesn't change any other weapon except for swords. It doesn't change the tools, but it doesn't stop with swords. While I can't do any type of tools, I can at least do things like bows and crossbows and even arrows. It's so cool to be able to customize this stuff. It literally looks like a bone arrow, and it's a pale garden arrow. The cherry bow, the cherry crossbow, it actually reacts to the thing. So we've got a pale garden arrow right there. Let's change it up, switch it up. There we go. We've got a, what was this? Dark oak arrow. So you could see the difference with the model as well. We've got bamboo stuff. It's so cool, bro. It's not going to improve the attack or anything if you swap it with different combinations. It's literally all for cosmetics. But if you're into cosmetics, this is definitely the mod for you. This next mod adds unique, brand new weapons in the game. We've got so much, it's not even funny. We've got a halberd. We've got a glaive. We've got a pike. We've got a great sword, a battle axe, a hand axe, a katana, a great sword, a long sword, and a dagger, which we'll get to in a bit since my inventory is full. Now, the damage on these are crazy unique. We've got the halberd, 12 damage, glaive, 9 damage, pike, 7 damage, diamond great axe, 13 damage, battle axe, 12 damage, hand axe, 7, katana, 8 damage, great sword, 11 damage, diamond longsword, 9 damage, and the dagger, 6 damage. Each weapon, I believe, is pretty balanced, because even though certain weapons like the diamond great axe does 13 damage, it takes so long to bring the cooldown back to 0. So for instance, if I were to take out this pig one tap, it takes so long. You can see on the side as well as in the middle there, the little cooldown bar, it takes so long to go back to 0. So this hand axe does only 7 damage, but I'm able to attack more quickly. Now, certain weapons like the hand axe, you can actually throw, which is super cool. It acts just like a trident, where it bounces off and lands on the ground. Now, the only weapons you can actually throw are the dagger and the hand axe. Everything else is just a normal attack. Now, unfortunately, the version I am running on is not compatible with the Better Combat mod, but if you were to go down to version 1.21, this mod should be compatible with the Better Combat mod as well. But since we're just dealing with vanilla combat here, you've got a nice variant of choices when it comes to damage. Now, if we were to switch back to vanilla weapons here for a second, we have the bonded mod. Now, when I hover over the repair station, you can see I can repair for 1 wood, 1 cobblestone. But if I hover over this bonding tool bench here, you can see I can upgrade wooden sword to a stone sword if I right click. I need the material, my bad. Okay, so the more I use my weapon, the more I can actually level it up. Do you hear that? Right there, level up. So if I check my inventory here, we can see level 2, experience 0, bond 33. If I look at my stone one, I've got bond 0, experience 0, level 1. So if I continue to use this, the more I use it, the more I level it up, but the more it also gets stronger. I'm sorry, little guy. So for instance, let's just keep leveling up this wooden sword. Oh, level 10. XP max. Bond 295. If I right click over here now, repair it, or I can upgrade. So let's upgrade. There we go. We've got a stone sword. We can see the difference now. A level 1 sword, 295 bond, versus this one, it's got less bond, higher level. Now, if I continue to use this, it'll get gradually more and more difficult to level it up, since it requires more XP over time. Once again, max level, level 10. So level 10 is the max, and level 10 is required to upgrade to the next level. So now I can right click. Say you find some really good enchantments on an iron sword and you don't want to get rid of that, but instead you want to use it on a better sword. You could just use that sword over time, level it up, and upgrade it to diamond, and eventually I think up to netherite as well. I can check that. Give myself a diamond, right click. Upgrade now, level 1, bond 1880. As you can see on the bottom now, by now, since I've used it so much, starting from wood, I can tell it says 7 damage at the top, but also says +1 damage. So this thing actually technically does 8 damage now. Unfortunately, it looks to be that I can't upgrade to the next level of netherite, but that doesn't really matter. Netherite can be done with obviously a smithing table. So I've got crazy amount of beef. I got food for days. And I can continue to level this up to make it even stronger and improve the attack damage over time. Now, the main reason why I wanted to talk about this bond is because you could do the same thing with the basic weapons mod. The basic weapons mod introduces a bunch of vanilla styled weapons. And if you install the basic weapons mod as well as the bonded basic weapons mod, and then of course bonded itself, you'll be able to use these basic weapons the same way I did with all the vanilla weapons. So again, for instance, we have this dagger, right? It's crazy fast. And say I really like the attack speed, but I want the damage to increase. I can take out any enemy and it'll continue to level up, just like a vanilla weapon. And once again, I got the level up, max level up. So we'll grab our stone, right click, and now we leveled up. Once again, over time, as I continue to use this, and as that bond continues to level up and improve to get higher and higher, the damage on this will increase. Now, enough talk about the bonded mod. We're going to continue to talk about the basic weapons mod. So we've got a lot of variant different weapons, and they can all be crafted in different ways, some of which can be thrown, I believe. No, I guess not. However, we do have some improved abilities with certain weapons. For instance, the golden dagger is extremely fast. I think it's the fastest weapon, fastest attack speed ever, 3.4 attack speed, which is crazy. We've also got the stone hammer, 6 damage, but it takes a long time to bring the cooldown back. It actually does an interesting move here where it brings the enemy up and causes them to have fall damage, which means I'm curious, can I do some type of like combo of some sort, like while they're in the air? Can I? No, I guess not. Well, that's pretty cool. We also got the stone club. It'll give them slowness, almost as if they were dazed from the attack. Next up, we have the spear, which is +2 entity interaction range. So I can actually have, look how far that is. Look at that range. That is crazy range. So if somebody's after me, I can for sure take them out. So the spear is definitely something you should probably consider getting. The glaive seems to have that as well. I think it has a sweep attack. Yeah, it has a sweep attack, and the spear does not have a sweep attack. So the glaive doesn't have the same amount of range as the spear. In fact, the spear is definitely a farther range, but the glaive has an actual sweep attack for up close as well. The higher the material, the range doesn't actually increase. Kind of makes sense because you're just improving the damage as well as the durability. And last but certainly not least, the quarter staff, which this thing has also a great range, but this time the attack speed is way faster than the spear and the wooden glaive. Well, when I say wooden glaive, I just mean the glaive. My bad. But it's faster than the glaive and it's faster than the spear. Look how fast. That's actually crazy fast. So honestly, I would recommend all of these mods because they seriously improve the change of options when it comes to weapons. You have a lot more options to choose from, and they all are pretty balanced as well, so you don't have to worry about something being OP. Now, if you thought any of these mods were cool, then leave a like and subscribe for more Minecraft content like this.